This video will take you through a starting point of setting up your fitness club. We will take you through it in details, discussing the steps you would need to take from a concept idea to a final concept model. What concept currently exists, what are the differences and the characteristics, we will also cover in this video. Hi, this is Rob, founder of RK Fitness Solution, a company that helps fitness and health clubs to set up, start, and run their business successfully. If you see the value in this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Let's jump into it. So let's start from the concept idea. Today, globally, we can put every fitness facility or fitness business roughly in 3 boxes. That is when we speak about brick and mortar type of business. We would have a traditional fitness facilities or gyms, as we call it. The second group would be fitness studios or boutique studio facilities, which are specialized studios, but more of that later on. The third type would be those luxury health clubs, which have a number of amenities. Your traditional health club, or a gym as we call it, could be any size between a 2,000 square meter and 3,500 square meter, or 20,000 square foot to 35, even 40,000 square foot facility. Typically these facilities will have just a basic offering, which means they would have a gym with cardio area, with free weights, with strength, and so on and so forth. Basic amenities like changing room and showers would be the most common thing to have in these clubs. Opposed to this, you would have the luxury health clubs. Health clubs in general offer a little bit more than a fitness club or a gym. They would be having additional amenities like swimming pools, sauna in a changing room, steam room maybe. They would have maybe a tennis court, an indoor facilities like basketball court or some other sport facilities. They might also offer a leisure part. Your boutique fitness studios are smaller in size than the previous two, and usually they are between 400 to 800 square meters or 4,000 to 8,500 square feet. These boutique fitness studios offer a specialized type of fitness activities and no other fancy stuff around in terms of amenities. They might have a small lounge, sitting area, they might have a small coffee shop or a juice bar for that sake, which they will prepare for a drink for their members. But predominantly, these boutique studios are focusing on high level of service and specialized service, as we discussed. These specialized services are in form of spinning studios, yoga studios, HIIT studios, circuit training studios, so on and so forth. So as you see, the specialized boutique studios would have something very special and unique to offer. Typically, the level of service is not at a very high end, aside from the level of service inside the studio itself when it comes to exercise. So they will hire a very specialized coaches, trainers, who would be giving you an amazing experience inside the studio during the class. Of course, there could be variation within these 3 models, but predominantly all the current existing fitness and health club models are in these 3 areas. So the first thing you need to do is you need to decide which one of these 3 fitness models will your health club or fitness club, gym, studio, facility you will fit in. After you decided in which of the categories your future fitness club would be in, what you need to decide is that what variations you would be offering. What will be the amenities, what would be the services. If you're a specialized boutique studio, what specialized services or classes you would be offering to your future members. You will also need to decide on the size, and that will predominantly depend on how many amenities, what size, what capacity you are preferring to offer for your future club. All these variables are very important, and that's what they are, variables, so they can change. You need to start from a concept idea, which is initial. Later on, we're going to see that this concept idea might change and definitely will change in some of its segments, especially in the variable part. Once you decided on a type of concept, once you decided on amenities, facilities, services, you decided on a size, the next thing is your location. To decide on a location, you need to do a little bit of a market research. You need to find out what is the best location for your current concept idea. To do this market research, you can use different resources. You can do it by yourself, you can hire an agency like us, or you can simply just Google it. Of course, every information will give you limited resources, and the best would be to get as many information as possible from the market research you will be conducting. Part of your market research is your competitive analysis as well. So once you roughly decided in which area of the city you are in, you would be setting up your health club, fitness club, gym, or studio. You would need to see who are the competitors within that area or zone. Now, don't make a mistake. Every health club, fitness club, or studio, regardless of the type of the studio, facility, club, gym you would plan to build, is a competitor. There is just a certain number of people living in the area, and everyone is targeting the same population. Therefore, everyone in the same industry is a competitor, regardless of what type of facilities they have, regardless of what type of services they're offering. Once you have done your market research, inclusive of your demography, population, age groups, and all those details which come with the market details, and you have done your competitive analysis, you have enough information to understand how good that business in that area might be. Once you have all these details, the next stage or the next step would be to decide on the details of your model. The details start with your fixed cost. So you'll need to research about rent in that particular area, or if you find the land, then you need to research about how costly it will be to build a facility there. In the later videos, we will be discussing what do you need to be in particularly careful of when you're renting a facility. But for now, let's just discuss about the commercial terms. So you will need to know how much the rent is in that particular area. Therefore, you multiply the size of your space you would want to rent against the rent rate. Of course, you need to decide on the manpower as well, because part of the fixed cost is your salary. So you need to decide how many general employees you are going to have, how many specialized employees you are going to have. That includes, of course, the trainers, coaches, instructors, and everyone else who will deliver the service inside the facility itself. When you have done your competitive analysis and your market analysis, it's important to set your target market as well. Of course, you don't want to tap into the same market as your competitors around you. You would want to create something specific, something special, something different. Therefore, your target market might be different or should be different in comparison to your competitors. You need to define the details of your target market, such as your age groups, their likes and dislikes, their lifestyle, their disposable income, which will later help you to set up your pricing structure. In relation to this, you will need to decide on your revenue model. Are you going to charge membership in advance, or it's going to be a monthly reoccurring type of membership? Both have their pros and cons. You just need to decide at this point and try out and see how it comes out at the bottom of it. Once you have decided on all these factors, the next thing we need to decide is the actual membership price. So you will best be off if you set up your average price of your membership. One price which you will then include in your financial model, which we will discuss later on. Furthermore, you need to decide on the look and feel of your club. How is it going to look like? That's why prior to this, you need to decide on your target market. What they like, what they dislike, what type of facility they will be attracted, where do they feel good. So your look and feel, your interior design, your architectural design, and everything else what is related to the look and feel of your brand and your club need to fit into the category of the target market you are aiming to attract to your club. After all of this, you need to include all these variables into a financial model. Financial model is a comprehensive Excel sheet which has several segments covering every single area of your future business. To not discuss too many details of this, we will have a separate video discussing the financial model and how to set it up and what other important information you will need to include. Word of advice: hire an expert in finance, in accounting, who can help you set up these models. There are a lot of variables, and there are a lot of variables that are connected to each other and that are influencing each other. Therefore, it's very important that you are giving an input to the financial model, but let the accountant or the finance expert help you in this. It's also important at this point to decide whether you are going to invest solely in this concept of yours, you are going to seek some loan, or you are going to have some partners. Deciding on this is not crucial at this point. However, it's advisable. As you can see, creating a concept is quite a comprehensive exercise. It takes time, it takes a lot of variables, it takes a lot of information, it takes a research, it takes a knowledge at the end of the day to put it together. And the best is to do it early, at the early stage of creating a business. Otherwise, you would be walking into something what you're not aware of. Planning ahead is a good thing to start from. To create, set up, run your business, create strategies, execute and measure outcomes to help you and your business in many ways, please contact us. If you like this video, please hit the like button. I see you in the next one.